In the hushed halls of the Ravenwood Asylum in 1957, a secret so dark was unfolding, it would defy reality itself. This wasn't just any mental institution. It was the clandestine laboratory for the CIA's Project Nightingale. Their goal: to turn human beings into living, breathing antennas. The method was as ingenious as it was terrifying, injecting patients with a classified liquid metal alloy, a substance that promised to attune the human mind to frequencies beyond our world. Among the staff was a compassionate nurse named Thomas Reed. At first, he saw Nightingale as a radical new therapy. He watched as patients, once lost in their own minds, began to describe strange, vivid landscapes, silver dust, silent craters, and an endless star-filled night. They spoke of a silent watching presence. Reed documented these delusions, but a chilling pattern emerged. The patients weren't just hallucinating, they were describing the moon with impossible accuracy. Then the disappearances began. It started with faint flickers, patients momentarily turning translucent. Soon they would dematerialize completely, vanishing from their beds only to reappear hours later, confused and shivering, with moon dust found on their clothes. Reed realized the horrifying truth. The alloy hadn't just opened their minds, it had turned their bodies into quantum transmitters. They were physically traveling across the void, their consciousness bridging the 238,000 miles to the moon. They were making contact. Terrified, Reed gathered his notes, determined to expose the project. He knew the CIA would stop at nothing to protect their secret. A week later, he was found dead in his apartment. The official cause was a heart attack, but the coroners noted something bizarre. His body was unnaturally light, as if part of his mass had simply ceased to exist. With Reed's death, the terrifying side effects of Project Nightingale could no longer be ignored. The CIA hastily shut it down, burying the records and scrubbing Ravenwood from official history. The surviving patients were transferred, their stories dismissed as madness. For over 60 years, the bridge to the moon was thought to be closed, until now. In 2026, a deep space listening post, the kind designed to search for extraterrestrial life, picked up a signal. It was faint, distorted, but undeniably human. A single repeating phrase carried across the silent gulf of space. After weeks of analysis, the source was pinpointed: the Sea of Tranquility on the moon. The signal was traced back to a subject from Project Nightingale, a patient who had been declared dead in 1958. The message is still repeating, a ghostly echo from a time long past. The bridge was never closed, and something or someone is still waiting on the other side.